this.
Vitalis and the Vigil believe whatever's behind that door will end the calamity. This isn't over. We need 3 more keystones to find out if they were right.
I'll take some pictures.
We didn't bother looking for the first forge, which was an oversight. I'll make sure they send a recovery team. We analyzed your weapons. They are far superior to our own. Your friend Victor has been very cooperative.
He knows nothing. Let him go.
We hardly touched the boy. He wasn't that hard to crack open. You and Miss Alver, on the other hand, have a much harder shell. You didn't know. Our operatives caught up with Miss Alver. She couldn't quite handle the drug and fell into a coma. It's an unfortunate side effect.
Torturing a kid and a woman. Congratulations, you're assholes.
Funny. I thought sociopaths didn't care about anyone.
Oh, fuck you.
You accessed some very restricted files on the Zeal server. Who was helping you? Who granted you clearance?
I'm getting to that.
Fair enough. So you found a door with a strange mechanism. What happened next?
Okay. I have what I need.
When you're finished down there, come back to the APC.
We have a lot to go through.
Let's hope Vitalis was right.
While you make your way back, I'll check the Zeal server to see if I find anything to get us started.
I found some possible leads to get us started. Let me know which symbol you'd like to focus on first.
Hey, did you find any information on this symbol?
I've got 2 leads. The first takes us into a small chapel on the grounds of the cemetery near the village of Jelgin. Why would a small chapel have this symbol above its entrance? It might be worth our while to investigate the area. The second lead is quite strange. It's the symbol of the Ministry of Cultural Primacy. They should call it the Ministry of Propaganda. They're not fooling anyone. Their offices are in Leith. Apparently, Deputy Minister Martin Rolst suggested the design. He may know about the symbol's true origins. It's up to you where you want to start. Jelgin or Leith.
Hey, what information did you find out about this symbol?
It was the symbol used by a cult in the year 853. They were called the Servants of TR. To give you an equivalent, that's like saying the Servants of Satan. Due to the cult's rising popularity, the Inquisition of Palom was formed to hunt down its members. The Servants of TR were eventually eradicated. The Inquisition kept the only surviving copy of the cult's holy book as evidence. The book's title is The Gospel of TR. It was stored in the archives at the Patham Abbey in Akasor Marshes, the birthplace of the Inquisition. The Gospel of TR probably holds some answers.
What can you tell me about this symbol?
The Zeal server seemed to have an extensive list of journalists, archaeologists, and historians of Hadia. Due to their research, they were deemed persons of interest. His name is Caspian Fran. He researched this symbol for his thesis. He teaches history in Talju. When Agatha and I were traveling through Hadia, the Vigil hid us in a safe house there. During our brief stay in Talju, I met Boro Juven, a local mechanic. He seemed to know everyone in town. Boro would know where Caspian lives.
Hey, Tanya, is there more information on Deputy Minister Ralst?
I found a few things. Before becoming deputy minister, Martin Rolst was an archaeologist. He discovered new evidence concerning an ancient monarch who ruled over Hadia. Rolst's file is heavily redacted, so I can't tell you which monarch it was. The best thing we can do is go to Leith and talk to Rolst himself. My obsession with Hadia started when I was a little girl. My father, a well-respected ambassador at the time, had successfully negotiated a visit to Hadia. He told me about their customs, unique religion, strange architecture, culture, which were unlike anything he had seen. Hadia had been completely closed off from the rest of the world for centuries. I was hooked. When I became a journalist, I wanted the scoop on this place. I almost got an exclusive interview with the dictator, Garion Yankel. I've covered countless conflicts, gone after the powerful, exposed corruption. Now that I'm actually in Hadia, I have to admit, I think I finally bit off more than I can chew. While crossing Hadia, Agatha and I got stopped at a checkpoint. While waiting for our paperwork to clear, I conversed with one of the Palamist officers. Once the small talk was over, he told me about what he had done in the village not too far from where we were. He was explaining to me, in striking detail, all the atrocities he had committed that morning. I don't know why he was telling me all of this. Did he want to impress me, scare me, or confess to his crimes? All of the above? Horrifying as his anecdotes were, what terrifies me the most was that this monster was as normal as they came. He was a husband, a father of two, and a school teacher. If he was capable of committing such atrocities, we all are. It's a great idea that's poorly executed. I think they get a bad rap, even though I've seen them do plenty of good. Peacekeepers have an impossible job. Each time they intervene, they've been set up to fail. And Hadia is no different. No, they are akin to the Protestants back home. At first glance, they bear historical resemblances. They sought a less restrictive faith and crafted one essentially retaining the core of Palam's teachings. I'm not one to oversimplify, but there it is. Ask me again when I have more information about Sabinians and if we ever survive Hadia. Mind you, I came to these conclusions purely through observations. I haven't done any proper research. They strike me as being like conservatives in most Western countries. Again, these are just observations. I need more time and research to formulate an adequate answer or opinion. I'll never erase that night from my memory. The moment I laid eyes on them, I became unhinged. When I finally regained my composure, I gazed into Agatha's eyes. In those few seconds, everything she had been taught since childhood was validated. It was all real. I'm at a loss for what to make of them. I bombarded Agatha with questions, but she knew little. She said that this wasn't the first time they had invaded Hadia. My instincts are screaming that there is a conspiracy at work here. Someone is orchestrating this, and I will blow it wide open. find something interesting? Nice. I'll have a look in the database. Let me know if you want more information on anything you find out there.
Hey.
I've got 2 leads. The first takes us into a small... Why would a small chapel... The second,
Hey.
It was the symbol used by... Due to the cult's rising popularity, the Inquisition of The Inquisition kept the own... It was stored in the archives at the Patham Abbey in Akasor Marshes.
Your enemy.
Why the sudden change of heart?
Some new information has come to light, and as a consequence, it has dramatically changed my perspective.
I can smell the bullshit from here.
As a show of good faith, I'm sending you a code. You'll be able to access more information on the Seal server. That is all I can do for now. I will contact you again as soon as I can.
I don't like it.
It might be a kill switch, but I created a back door in case they tried shutting us down. Access code received. Shall we? I am curious to know if we have a new friend.
You didn't trust her a second ago.
It's not about trust. We're calling a bluff.
You know more about this stuff than I do. It's your call.
Her code is legit. We didn't need it. I already bypassed most of their security systems. It seems we have a new friend.